Now that we all know that COVID-19 disease is going to be with us for a while, we need to put pressure on our county governments to prioritize health service delivery and to demand better services, the way it has been done here in Mombasa. If Mombasa can do it, then it follows that others can do it. As I mentioned before, we are now dealing with community infections, and it is important that every county must have the requisite medical facilities to be able to handle all conditions. County preparedness is critical to not only handling the epidemic, but also in ensuring that our country remains open. Therefore, in echoing His Excellency the President's appeal to county governors, I would like to beseech that those who have not reached the benchmark of 300 bed capacity as a minimum to please do so for the benefit of the residents of the respective counties. However, beds alone are not enough. Counties need to ensure that they have adequate staff manning their facilities and all protocols are properly observed. I'm glad to note that Mombasa County has already recruited the 52 additional healthcare workers under the Universal Healthcare Program to strengthen the human resource capacity. May I also say that even those counties that have not yet reported any cases remain at risk and therefore must not sit back but continue to prepare adequately. The impact that COVID-19 has had on Mombasa's economic activities, and especially the entire tourism sector, which is one of the country's main economic activities, has been monumental. And I sympathize, DG, with what you have said regarding the loss of jobs across Mombasa. And the sooner we can secure our health, the sooner we can secure and adhere to the measures that the Ministry of Health has given, the faster we can be able to bring back global tourism and we can recover the Mombasa economy. Mombasa County presently has over 1,663 active cases. And this number is likely to go up. Not to be a prophet of doom, but we also know that Mombasa is a place where everybody in Nairobi and elsewhere has been waiting to visit as soon as cessation of movement has been lifted. Now that it has, you can expect visitors from across the country and soon from overseas. Hopefully, this will not indicate, it will not mean that there is a surge of cases, but realistically, we can almost imagine that this is likely to happen. Mombasa, therefore, and I'm glad, DG, you have said it, must escalate the number of beds and so on so that you can be able to handle the increased cases. This number of positive cases, that is the 1,663, has been extracted from a cumulative sample size of 24,000. From a statistical point of view, 138 people at the moment test positive from every 100,000 sample ran in Mombasa, while in Nairobi, with a caseload of 4,554, it is 100 for every 100,000 people, which means in effect that in terms of the intensity of the disease, Mombasa is ahead of the other counties. Fortunately for us, most of these people are fairly asymptomatic. And this explains the importance of having expanded capacity of isolation centers here in Mombasa and all other counties. As a government, we are pleased to note that Mombasa County has already achieved more than that. They are surpassing 432 and moving on ahead. Indeed, you are leading the country in the number of isolation beds, out of which 12 are ICU beds. These have been complemented with 10 ventilators. I really commend you and the government of Mombasa for your work. We are also pleased at the level of innovation you have embraced in repurposing the engineering department of the university into a fully fledged hospital in just a matter of months. Not years, just a matter of months. You repurposed that university into a hospital. And the need to provide, and you also created a special unit for patients with mental illness. Perhaps the only county in Kenya that has done so. Because this is a category of patients that is often forgotten, and yet we know that they require much more attention compared to the rest of the patients. So I want to say to our brothers, kama hata wale wanashongaga, inaitwa kushonga miraa. Inaitwa nini? Wajua sisi watu wa Mbara pengine Kiswahili chetu si kile sanifu kabisa, lakini ile ni kushonga, sio? Hiyo hata ukiwa unashonga miraa, tafadhali chukua kidogo, kaa mbali kidogo. Si lazima uwe kabisa karibu sana na yule mwingine. Si lazima, unaweza kaa kidogo na miraa itaingia tu vile kawaida yake. Vile inaingia ukiwa karibu ndio inaingia ukiwa mbali kidogo. Hakuna tofauti. Kwa hivyo jameni, tafadhalini, ukiwa inaingia matatu, wewe angalia hiyo matatu iko namna gani. Ukiona imejaa watu wanakaa kama sardines, usiingie hiyo gari. It's a choice. Kwa hivyo jameni, ukisikia watu wako usiku wanacheza muziki katika bar, na hiyo maneno Bwana Commissioner, unajua hivyo, the curfew is still on, and now that the police have got a bit of more time, you can be sure they are going to be very, very vigilant. So if I were you, I would not be out in the streets at 9 o'clock, particularly those who run entertainment centers, the bars. Tafadhalini, let's keep them closed. You must have a negative certificate before you board the plane. And in fact, the airlines have got a form from the Ministry of Health that individuals fill before they board that says you will be tested, and when you get to Nairobi, you will be quarantined. Whether it is individual, whether it is home, or whether it is institutional, that is the current protocol, and that protocol has not changed. What has changed, and what we hope, is that it is going to change by the time we open international airspace, because hopefully by then we'll either have found a way of ensuring that if you are negative tested, that sustains itself, but so far that is not the experience we have had. And part of the reason why we have not been overwhelmed is because of the repurposing of our institutions. And today here with us is the CEO of KMTC and the chairman of KMTC, national chairman of KMTC, who have been here with us, who are with us even yesterday. We are utilizing Kenya medical training colleges for purposes of isolation, for purposes of quarantine, and they have been extremely useful in doing so. Thank you very, very much for your support. Na mimi nikiongea kama mzee, kwa sababu mimi sio kijana. Mimi nina watoto, nina mama, nina jirani, na kwa sababu ingawa nina watoto wazima, mimi pia ni mtoto wa mtu. Si mimi pia ni mtoto wa mtu? na ninaweza kumpelekea hata mama yangu, naweza kumpelekea hiyo virusi. Mimi naweza kufanya hivyo nikianza kumkimbilia bila kufikiria, bila kumchunga, bila mask. Na mimi jana nilisema hivi kutoka huku kule Makweni, nikauliza wenzangu, wakati wewe ukitoka Mombasa unaenda kumtembelea mama, ukienda huko Ukambani ama Ingo ama Nyeri ama wapi, ukibeba mkate na mafuta na sukari, vile vile beba sanitizer na beba mask umpatie, kwa sababu yeye ni vizuri anakunywa chai, anakula chakula ambayo imepikwa na hiyo mafuta, walakini usipomsaidia, usipofanya vile wilaya ya afya inasema, basi hiyo yote itakuwa kupoteza wakati. Pendane, na pale tunaweza tushungane kama familia moja ya taifa letu kuu la Kenya. Asanteni sana. I'm grateful to you, the people of Mombasa, na tuwaombea mema.
Kuna furaha kusema kwamba popote unapotembea kwa mchana au siku ya leo, ni kwamba kila mmoja anaelewa mambo mawili ama matatu kuhusu corona. Na hiyo ni kwa sababu ya hawa waandishi wa habari kuweza kupasha wananchi wetu habari kuhusu corona, ili kuweza kuwapatia silaha ya kuweza kupigana kwa vita hivi. Kwa sababu vita hivi sio vita vya polisi, sio vita vya serikali kuu ama serikali ya county. Ni vita vyetu sisi wenyewe kama wananchi.
As of early this month, Mombasa had recorded over 1,633 cases and 56 deaths. Over 24,000 tests have been carried out. Some 733 have successfully recovered, while a total of 811 have been admitted in hospital. We have progressed as per the Ministry of Health directive to manage some asymptomatic cases at home where the house conditions allow. Some 335 persons have been under home care.
Hai, mambo. Nakuja. Alikuwa hapa hivi. Siasa alikuwa pale. So you can just
Waandishi wa habari wasimame.